Oh hey, welcome back, just in time for round 3. The bell just rang and it's time to give out more for free. They're trying to prove that I can snap the whole fucking tree. I've uprooted and regrown with my own type of seeds. I don't need to get forgiveness for my past misdeeds. And like Agent Orange, no, I'm never going to concede. Unlike mainstream media, my goal is never to mislead. I'd much rather unify the people, that's how you impede. Man, how the fuck was Household Studio released 2 years ago? Get vertigo when looking back, it feels like just a week ago that I was in my room with no direction, no more I should go. Just went out on a whim, grabbing the pen, a man who could have known that all my thoughts that have been ruminating and always suffocating would loosen up a be more complicating and depreciating. No suicidal thoughts, but thoughts of dread have been excruciating. Take the size pick from my hands, my brain is self-lobotomizing. Encrypted, no academic star, but motherfucker, I'm still gifted. My self-esteem is like a truck in Texas, it's been lifted. All of my psychologists have agreed that I'm twisted and can't figure me out, but tell me that my mind's encrypted. All the drugs affecting me, just 13 and addicted. Life was Sodom and Gomorrah from how I live wicked. Brain is overloading, fear it might turn into liquid. Got Surfshark in my head, of course it's gonna be encrypted. You got me buzzing the electric company to poke inside my brain, discover why it's static currently. No one I've hired has had any success recently. As usual, I gotta do this puzzle independently. Sweet little lad, never took for granted what I had. Not spoiled, I was kept in a freezer at the back. Always worked for what I got and cherished the things I bought. Cash was hard to come by, but now got thousands and all I got was by myself. Was never with no one's help, got sucks and bonds to help my wealth. But my mental health has been a point of contention to figure out. Intrusive thoughts provoking, but I've been sorting what they have dealt. Pulled myself through all my darkest times, I feel like Roosevelt. But looking back before the virus, it feels like a different world. It's been so long I don't remember back when masks were not the norm. Also never seen so much division, even families torn. Who knew 10 years ago the vaccination will be such a thorn? No academic star, but motherfucker, I'm still gifted. My self-esteem is like a truck in Texas, it's been lifted. All of my psychologists have agreed that I'm twisted and can't figure me out, but tell me that my mind's encrypted. All the drugs affecting me, just 13 and addicted. Life was Sodom and Gomorrah from how I live wicked. Brain is overloading, fear it might turn into liquid. Got Surfshark in my head, of course it's gonna be encrypted. Never used to understand why friends would always be the betrayer, but then I realized that hatred is just in human nature, and Christianity just peddles hating those not in favor, and take God out of context just to further their own endeavors. Just to clarify, I do believe there is a God. I just also think religion's a cult which deserves to rot. Every single scripture has some pretty fucked morals, and I'm glad to see my generation realizing that. Man, I'm getting off topic, so what else is new? As I said before, my brain is pretty fucked and quite askew. Seems to have only gotten worse since when I first dropped my debut. Feels like it's been a century that I've been searching for a breakthrough. Electroshock therapy, I'm the first candidate. Gotta turn to last resort so I can sort out this conflict. If this shit doesn't work, I'll have to call upon the alchemist, see if he can solve a brain equal to the Voynich manuscript. Encrypted, no academic star, but motherfucker, I'm still gifted. My self-esteem is like a truck in Texas, it's been lifted. All of my psychologists have agreed that I'm twisted and can't figure me out, but tell me that my mind's encrypted. All the drugs affecting me, just 13 and addicted. Life was Sodom and Gomorrah from how I live wicked. Brain is overloading, fear it might turn into liquid. Got Surfshark in my head, of course it's gonna be encrypted. I like getting brains, so I ask a bitch some logic puzzles. If they get it wrong, I'ma have to beat them with the shovel. Isn't that illogical? Man, I don't know, just like the trouble. Get about my face, if you keep talking, then you'll get the muzzle. No, I don't make sense, it's cause I'm making dollars from the hustle. Usually the brains, but if I have to, I can be the muscle. Type to sneak up on you, not scared of the dark, I like the tunnels. Only been 2 years, but I'm still overtaken on the double. I know you've never heard of me, a turnpicker to a nursery. Big victim of murder with the first degree. Well, I took my OJ with the Pope, you see. I don't give a fuck for authority, I'm my own damn king for eternity. I would sell my soul commercially, I just love the fight internally. Cause when I wrestle with my demons, drag them into every region. Used to come at me in legions, over time they've all but weakened. Used to battle with the deacon, now I had all these legions. Got fed up with fucking credence and all their fucking religion. There's certain things in life we never fully understand. If you pull too hard on it, it snaps back like a rubber band. As a kid I always thought my gifts were often secondhand, and I had to come to terms, there's never been a promised land. Nothing tends to ever go in accordance to my plans. I've been comforted by every every single line drawn in the sand. I don't care if once they know them everybody leaves the stands. I'll be happy living on my own, knowing I've always been in command.
So let me be clear, I'm strongly convicted with all my opinions. I'm sending a message attached to a pigeon, and honestly don't care if you ever listen. Society's fucked and it's never been fiction, and falling in line with the covers of prisons. I'd rather be seen as a dangerous villain than some little prick who acts just like a minion. And if you get triggered by all of my visions, we won't get along under any conditions. The times of the mind is the bitter division. They're simply for men in this shitty tradition. They judge me because they have no fucking ambition. They dictate what women should wear like religion. Your body, your choice, but without restrictions is probably why I've been hating most Christians.
Now my gender has the nerve to scream out no, oh man, when I've never met a girl that hasn't dealt with them. Yeah, we get it, some guys do be nice, I've met under 10. You don't see what's wrong with it, you're part of the whole problem, man. Abortion isn't right, and if you disagree, go suck a dick. But at the same time, it's my choice not to send cash for this kid. Condoms come in bowls and so should tampons. It isn't hard, you bitch. And don't to the chick for OnlyFans, it's men like you who make her rich.
There's certain things in life we never fully understand. If you pull too hard on it, it snaps back like a rubber band. As a kid, I always thought my gifts were often secondhand, and I had to come to terms there's never been a promised land. Nothing tends to ever go in accordance to my plans. I've been comforted by every single line drawn in the sand. I don't care if once I know them everybody leaves the stands. I'll be happy living on my own, knowing I've always been in command.
Are you pissed yet? Go ahead, let your rage talk. Won't change that, I'm right. You're on a power trip that won't ever stop. You don't have real points, so you just fight to never let her talk. Embarrassing yourself cause you just can't accept you aren't very sharp. And look, I can sympathize a bit with you pathetic kids. I get as to why you're angry cause your dick's a prosthetic limb, and you sit inside your room just beating it. Needs a medic, dude. Never been inside a woman cause you're the opposite of magnetic, dude. Group of incels I refuse to cater to. I would rejoice if I found out that they hate me too. Then I love them, boo. They have all this talk but they're just failures, dude. Through and through, fed up with the shit. I lost my patience, full time to be cruel. What the fuck is up with Super Straight? It's so obvious, the whole thing's just some bait that I will gladly debate. In these last few years, these stray kids' biggest trait is that they're all dead weight and massive pussies, always triggered. Hey, guess who's the whitest snowflake?
There's certain things in life we never fully understand. If you pull too hard on it, it snaps back like a rubber band. As a kid, I always found my gifts were often secondhand, and I had to come to terms there's never been a promised land. Nothing tends to ever go in accordance to my plans. I've been comforted by every single line drawn in the sand. I don't care if once I know them everybody leaves the stands. I'll be happy living on my own, knowing I've always been in command.
Look, if you're offended by anything I said in this song, you're a little bitch. Sorry. No, I'm not. Hey, how are you? My name's Crazen, it's a pretty weird name, nickname is Raisin. Don't ask me why, was it my creation? Better than being a dry ass Crazen. Beat up at a tutor, gotta get my brain in. But that I mean, so to go and choke him. About some retired, that's all I have faith in. Not allowed in this game, so I'm have to break in. Being told I won't ever make it. See me complaining, if you think that matters to me, you're brain dead and haven't listened to me. Crack open the skulls of who fake it, and it is evident I'm on the throne of underground music, and I don't care to leave it. Honestly, hope to become a celebrity is one I've covered up financial security. Truly, I've never been so sure of anything. I solely and freely do this for my therapy. Lobotomize you in the back of a Cherokee. The irony, that is me with no emotions. I'm Dorothy, cause I'm a Wizard of Oz. I know that I'm odd, it's cause I never add up and I never get even. I just prove to everyone that tries to deceive me. Come at John Cena, cause none of y'all can see me. Like a conspiracy the way you don't believe me. Guys passed out, it's the only way you're dreaming. High blood pressure from the way y'all treat me. I'm a ladder, you're a step stool, so get off your high horse. High horse, what you guys always getting high for? That was rhetorical, I've been versatile, cause I can never settle down with just a single type of flow. I treat this like they're all a bunch of hookers lined up in a row. I pick and choose according to my mood and make it come and go. Make control, this is my playground, so get off my monkey bars. I'll flip the swings over your head, but you won't be an underdog. If you think you can be sliding on my girl, no better than a tree frog. But I from being so damn high and nasty, eating all these flies. See, when you're in my park, I spark a match, cause on a fight in the dark, make you weak glass, just hit the sand that hard to get you the limits like mine running a benchmark. See, got a spark plugged into an arc fall breaker, underwater wash so bright, great white shark with a fence that repeats like a ditto mark, and bloom fisted monkeys up and ass with darts. Tower over you in my defense, I do it 6 times then I'm spent. A believer but I'm heaven sent, and I know God will pay my rent, cause he's all lovey-dovey, reach out and hug me, but guess he's feeling stabby, cause while eating Laffy Taffy, drove a knife to my back, he broke it off and then turned sassy. Told him I don't fuck with sassy lassies. If you won't start acting classy, team up with Christ to show who's daddy. Like I'm Judas after we get done trying to make to all the biggies. Man, okay, enough with that, it's pretty clear I'm not as laggy. I'm a blasphemer, Ponzi schemer, Pee-wee Herman in a theater. I'm a dreamer, got a fever, cause I'm so hot, I'm a steamer. Let's go deeper, I'm the leader, rock bottom is getting steeper. Was a believer, prayed from a seizure, called the redeemer, he put it back in the receiver. And I'm okay though, solo's how I roll, it's practically my logo. Grainy like glass last century's photos. Even if I'm comatose, won't drop the microphone. Got it gripped way harder than a preteen girl with her jump rope. Now see, I know it just scriptures a lot. Just know that I don't mean, oh my god, you're wrong. Follow your belief, just step a word to get caught. Biggest issue with these people is like the morals are rot. If I love a single word, the Bible's preaches a lot. Written in a time before society was a thought, but the talk was touchy, so I changed words that I jot. I'm just going down a slide of rhymes, so let's look at top and stack up, back up. My control by the weight of the words that was under my feet. Cause when a moment feels the shit right will get deep. Whatever the emotion, I spin with both feet. So when fun offending, no among us that's cheap. Got a baddie with a fatty, so hoes can catch me with a shitty cutter when I drive, tries to kill me. But it's cool, I'm sweet, call it Dr. Pepper if I need. Man, I really like a pop if it's practically a Frankenstein. Cause in my mental cage it's pieced together like a worship shrine. Yes, I know that Frankenstein's the doctor and that shit since I was 9. Just didn't work inside the scheme. God damn it, I'm not alkaline. Cause of the acidity of my venom fluidity, or probably stick to me like a race of humidity. I'm thinking kinda differently and never lose my dignity. I'm always even fidgety, creating my own mystery to break it to the issue, never faltering ability. I'm maxing a charisma and agility, and I blissfully dance on beats quite brilliantly. And to women, I'm the definition of the term chivalry. If you think I'm done, you're a joke, I'm super finicky. Grab myself a goal, but deliver type of filigree. But a little powerful, but the ways is embassy. When I snap my fingers, have the women come instantly. Read the line a couple times, you don't get the imagery. And when I'm gonna leave a legacy and infamy. I'm tired of the scheme and go to bed and do it spitefully. You patient for head to sleep forever, do it timidly. My wardrobe's looking like I found it in a lost and found. I see you speaking, but like Charlie Chaplin, there's no sound. Bitch, all you want, nothing you throw will ever leave the mound. I make baseball references, yet I have never played around. Shit, I mean an inning. No one fuck it, let it run. I can't be fucked to finish this, cause I'm out having fun, yeah.
What I hope to say to all the rich folks. Set us on a path to damnation so the cash grows. Burn the city down and knock the towers down into the bay. Hey, what doesn't matter if we're all gonna die anyway. Smoke a ton of weed and whip that car down on the freeway. Throwing molotovs and starting fires almost each day. Fuck it, it's the birds that get the guns you bought off eBay. And kill the fuckers made it so we won't live to be old and gray.
Man, these days society is just unbearable. The class divide is growing and we're all just feeling terrible. Americans can't even buy prescriptions, ration insulin. A party up in parliament thinks we need to pay for medical. Not already, fuck the world's put you on a path to fail. Taking 2 steps forward, then your feet are towards and sent to jail. Only let you out when you comply and believe their fairy tales. If you want a sheep, they'll come for you like a hammer to a nail. And if you're a problem, they'll usually just kill you. Get inside your house and hold you down and stab you. Set your home ablaze and swear they didn't know you. The high class is a mafia, and most got several screws loose. But any single W we get is pretty bullshit, eh? They're overshadowed by the L's that branded on our foreheads. They want us all divided so we never go straight to the goal. They wanna pick us off in smaller groups and watch us peasants fucking burn.
It's what I hope to say to all the rich folks. Set us on a path to damnation so the cash grows. Burn the city down and knock the towers down into the bay. Hey, what doesn't matter if we're all gonna die anyway. Smoke a ton of weed and whip the car down on the freeway. Throwing molotovs and starting fires almost each day. Fuck it, it's the birds that get the guns you bought off eBay. And kill the fuckers made it so we won't live to be old and gray.
I can't stand these fuckers, but I also won't sit down. In a purge scenario, I'll wear the Queen of England's crown. Spit in Biden's mask, acting like a fucking clown. Rally up the north and burn the White House down the second time around. Oh, and do not worry, I am not in a hurry. I'll go Rambo on these congressmen, the bullets look like flurries. Cruz got many in his beer, but soon fell next to Marco Rubio. Senate's looking like the end of Macbeth, the century of gurneys. For all the years they put us all behind their own needs. For all the years of legislation raising our fees. For all the years of politics destroying cities. And for the years these heretics abuse what they refuse to see. Let's go down to Hollywood and find the 1%. So we break into the house and force them all to give us rent. Make sure not a single round is ever left unspent. When we're done, let's set a fire and watch the ivory tower burn.
It's what I hope to say to all the rich folks. Set us on a path to damnation so the cash grows. Burn the city down and knock the towers down into the bay. Hey, what doesn't matter if we're all gonna die anyway. Smoke a ton of weed and whip the car down on the freeway. Throwing molotovs and starting fires almost each day. Fuck it, it's the purge to get the guns you bought off eBay. And kill the fuckers made it so we won't live to be old and gray. To be old and gray. To be old and gray. Kill the fuckers made it so won't live to be old and gray. To be old and gray. To be old and gray. Hey, what doesn't matter if we're all gonna die anywhere.
know, I used to think you could be friends with your exes, but recently I've begun to think maybe that's a dumb idea. Listen up. You know, I met this bitch half a decade ago. Was just a teenage boy fucking up anywhere I go. Met up in the hallway after hearing the last bell go. Didn't take us long to be locked right at the elbows. The red flags didn't take the time, they showed up right away. As I was feeling up her body, your boyfriend was texting away. Should've known to run away, but that ass kept my thoughts at bay. Anytime I'd second guess her, she'd lift me up and fill me with her poison. Tell me that I'm the chosen, so I would be the homewrecker with her for half a dozen. Men who thought she wasn't just as fake as old McLovin. Can't blame them, I was just as super bad to see her loving. Was always gonna bounce from guy to guy, and I'm along just for the ride. I really thought that I was special, not like the other guys. She knew that, so she dragged me on the side hoe she could fall back on. But then everything changed, we got together and I thought that it was perfect, but I was just a little naive. You see, I didn't think that karma would catch right up to me, but in just over 2 weeks she started cheating on me. I should've known, but I still took that like a punch to the teeth. See, now every single friend of mine had warned me of this. They told me she was some bad apples, but I still bit into it. Really thought I was in love while she spent all my shit. Dragged my soul through all the mud cause she loved playing with it. But I thought I got away and broke the spell of hypnosis. She came back and that has threw me back into a psychosis. Made a home inside my heart just like a case of thrombosis. Then we cut each other's veins till our hearts got necrosis. She told me she matured and that I could be the focus, but I was hurt enough already. It made me wanted to fuck and put those ties apart like Moses. I admit I was bogus, we're both invasive like locusts. We both hated the other, we're in the ring, but at the end we're still in each other's corner. Got so many problems that you could call us a hoarder. Finally broke it off when there was nothing left to torture. Several months later when the blood drained from the water, we had the same class, so we began to interact. In fact, we both had said we wouldn't get the feelings back, and for the most part everything worked out. We've been hanging out, having a blast, we're best friends, no doubt. Man, everything was so much better since we weren't together. Our endeavors became distant memories, and the weather cleared up as we knew we shouldn't be paired up. Our sins we fessed up in order to make up, and hey, it worked. 2019 was an interesting year. Me and her were never closer when I first met my dear. This woman came into my life and turned it right on its heel. Nothing made me happier than having her over the years. See, I lost a couple friends who didn't like that I was with her. I watched a few relationships shrivel up and wither, but this bitch stuck around and was glad that I had met her, and she respected boundaries. It was wonderful, or so I thought. 2021 is the year everything changed. She switched up on me, practically calling every day. Always kept on asking to hang out, man, I was feeling drained. Once again was missing flags and once again was fucking chained. If I didn't want to see her, I needed a good excuse. She expected weed and liquor, and my dumbass ain't refused. And she didn't get her way, she started fighting, blow a fuse, and it all came to a head on a fateful night in June. Man, I thought that it was fine since we're both just smoking weed. I've been with my girl 2 years and I never wanna leave, and this bitch really thought that she could get me to cheat. She tried to fuck me, that's when every flag flew straight into me. Getting close to the end, so let me speak directly to you. The fuck you think? You just disrespect me and the woman who saved my goddamn life and never made me feel I was abused? And on top of that, you thought I'd cheat on her with you? How about quit cutting your lines and grow up like you fucking need to, and never hit me up, cause I'm completely fucking through you. I hope I never see your ass again, got too many screws loose, and fix your fucking life, expect someone to fix it for you, bitch. With bottles beside my bed, just another day gone to waste, cause I hate to see what's ahead. I should be energetic, I'm 16 and I look dead, the opposite of athletic, just ate a bare piece of bread. But I guess what doesn't matter when you're better off dead. Should I just guzzle down some lacquer so to finally rest, or just keep pounding shots until the clip is empty instead? It's 10 a.m. and now I'm puking up that same piece of bread. On God, I hate myself, I say while lying on the floor, I'll never drink again. I tell myself that don't mean shit no more. Soon as I get up, then Captain Morgan's coming through the door with his buddies Jack and Jim. They asked, hey bud, wanna pour it for the afternoon? I'd be blacked out with stains along the sheets. Who knew that once you hit rock bottom, you can still fall several feet? Most of my teenage life is just a blur, I know I faced defeat, but I never realized how much I kept on losing me. I know that we have had our fun, but you took it way too far. You know that you almost got me killed. You never let me spill any of these issues on the solid ground. You had a hold on me, controlling every movement and I couldn't see the way you set the scene and left me out at sea. I never thought I'd make it to today. If I came into money, I show myself no respect. I just didn't want my honey to think I'm showing neglect. I loved when it was sunny, where rum slid down my neck. Watch the sun rays get all funky and I can't walk direct. Sitting right beside my tub, you king out all my defects. It's a cycle I can't care enough to try and correct. No, my mother doesn't know, but fuck, I'm worse than a wreck. I've never been to a club, good God, I'm out of my depth. But you're a goddamn parasite, could've just ruined my own life, right? Fucked with a girl on any night, we shared you filthy plebiscite. Our screaming raised the Fahrenheit, you made me wanna end my life. And to you that sounded nice, preparing for my final night. Doors to my friends who locked them tight, fireball was my delight. Isolated me just out of spite, an illusion my life was alright. Blind to the people that I hurt despite having them in line of sight. And the guilt I felt mixed rum and Sprite, and I swallowed it all, relinquished the fight. I know that we have had our fun, but you took it way too far. You know that you almost got me killed. You never let me spill any of these issues on the solid ground. You had a hold on me, controlling every movement and I couldn't see the way you set the scene and left me out at sea. I never thought I'd make it to today. You took everything, left me a nice and very thin. You're all my 7 deadly sins, convinced me you were medicine. I let you decide my friends, the ones I made you to hold on them. You Robert Flood through this perpetual, you're my Jim Jones, we lock me in this ritual. Part of me is kept as mutual, cause I hope one day my habitual addiction will become residuals. You can kill me any day, it's consensual. Get a terms that my life is deductible, but it hurts when it's truly contextual. Like we're dorm 40 as usual, but tonight I plan to die and that's factual. Expo liquor with a couple of monsters, and I'm gonna see my demons turn into monsters. Mixing it a pint of red like a lobster, cause I'm nervous excited, go completely bonkers. Turn up all my speakers like I'm inside a concert, where the recipient my goals just get squandered. When it comes to giving up, but I think I'm the master. Sipped up the last drop, then decided to saunter over to the medicine cabinet. I'll be damned that I didn't swallow as many fucking pills that I can. Then I said my life is done, and I thought that was grand. But around me became darker and I couldn't even stand. Hit the floor, so I had vision right, reached out my hand, tried to write a note, blown black according to my plan. Came to terms with the fate of my family understands. Broke up the next day and never got another chance. I know that we have had our fun, but you took it way too far. You know that you almost got me killed. You never let me spill any of these issues on the solid ground. You had a hold on me, controlling every movement and I couldn't see the way you set the scene and left me out at sea. I never thought I'd make it to today. We all go through shit, man. Some worse than others. Some make it out, some don't. So let's live for those who fell victim to themselves, and always remember, there's light at the end of the tunnel. We just gotta reach it. Thank you. I'm priceless like I'm making dish ceramics. I'm relaxed like I spend my time in hammocks. I don't ever need to panic, I won't kill unless I gotta. Servio do la obligata, write my notes on terracotta while I compose my sonata on my porch in a yukata. Cause I'm on some weave shit, wreaking havoc, making moves of telepathic while I'm shocked by how I'm static. I'm the plant, I'm not organic, and my methods are mechanics. People think I am satanic, but they'll sink like the Titanic. Not taking drags because I'm aerodynamic, but sometimes cats will cross the line with being so damn dramatic. So I just have to light one up, to me it's homeopathic. And I have told you all before, I am part-time psychopathic. I got vaccinated cause my lungs are always aggravated, so I calculated the risk, and you know I always love to spit, so I gravitated to it. So if you don't agree, it's not my fault that you're retarded and somehow you still graduated. Clearly scholarships don't mean shit if I never got one and you all did. See, cause it's clear that we think different on shit like this. I use logic, facts, and reasoning, and you peddle conspiracies and fail to prove they're real to me, so just be on your way. Just go and live your life, but just stay 6 feet away. I'll go and live mine, let's just go our separate ways. I'll never speak again, you just go on with your ballet. Anyways, apologies for being so outspoken. Well, not actually, you bitches have awoken something in me, and it's potent. Like I'm in court, I'll make a motion to dismiss your constant choking. You turn red like hemoglobin with all these shots that leave you soaking. I'm a blue collar worker, but I don't got no fucking leash. I'm a rabbit grown can courser with how I'm showing you my teeth. Till I'm laid back with my girl and my girlfriends up on the beach, slamming champagne, huffing joints, expecting to be on a killing spree. The moves I'm making, they're silent but they're glorious. You're on the podium, but it's me who is victorious. I own the red pills, so you can call me Morpheus. Pretty much I'm traveling, I'm just that skilled of an historian. You can call me what you wanna, but just be careful if you hit my line. I'll leave you with some trauma down the line. Just because nobody's heard of me don't mean I'm thinking differently. This underdog is still gunning you all down, making history. Where did common sense go? That's been on my mind lately. Every day I see a new example of someone being gravely nominated for the Darwin Prize, ignoring every safety measure that we've put in place. Had to give it to you plainly, cause it's getting so ridiculous that this is on the daily. See so many stupid bitches think they're slim when they've been shady. I don't care about you, all just about as stale as day-old pastries. These kids thinking they've been classy and all they're drinking is some Baileys. See, as a kid, I used to get pretty offended when my friends didn't remember any birthday that I had. Then one day, I ascended and stopped giving any fucks. I don't need people to post me on their stories for good luck. I don't need these people to use me as a therapist, to treat me like I'm fiending for irrelevant, satisfactory, embarrassing social media validation. So even though nobody remembers when I was born, I no longer give a fuck, I care more about my own rapport. I am way more focused on the grind of my own mental war. I don't have the time for children's games, I lock them in the drawer and tell them all to go outside and kick them right out the back door. I'm running under you, loaded with the Doom Guy's arsenal, just to come out on top and drop it like a convertible. Change of power rap so much because I'm really versatile. Don't never ask me if I quit, the choice is irreversible. Told you back in album 1 I was just a little freshman, but now I've leveled up and skipped a grade all by my discretion. Handle my own sins myself, talk to myself for my confessions, and with my dreams no matter what I'll always be my own chairman. Don't put your hands on me, run you down with a grandma key. So many people abandon me, my life goes up and down like a trampoline. Do shit that I've ever foreseen, my music's just become routine. Throw jabs like a COVID vaccine, trick people for treats like Halloween. 2016, I was a freshman aged 14. Hard to believe that was already 5 years ago. To be honest, fact that I'm alive to me is unbelievable. I drank so much it's just a lad and popped the pills like M&M's. Yeah, I'm the one that's running up in an Ultima. I'm a storm in human form and I'm as cold as Antarctica. Push your buttons till your face is redder than German swastikas. Hit up your bitch and make her blush like she was reading erotica. And I won't say anything very flirty cause I got my own girl and she's pretty curvy. Out is that charming secret like a McFlurry. I'm really not a fan of fix little Barbies. I need me a woman who can kill me with her thighs. Figure it's tired because I've seen by my eyes pretty double D's back is way stronger than mine. She gets on her knees so she gon' make me die. No, I'm not exaggerating, I never fucking graduated. It won't affect my calculating and what I have been allocating. That I mean just look the amount of songs that I have made. This one's number 4 or 5 in less than 3 years and no fame. When I use my pen it's mostly Rorschach's on the page, cause my mental state's deteriorated, so that's just how I spell my name. Fetch my old self sevenfold till I get critical acclaim, cause I'm inside a nightmare and holy confessions start to sound the same. I have a dream that maybe one day I'll be famous, but it's changed up, mostly wanna be paid on a daily basis. My self-judgment likes to tell me that I probably should just hang this. Said there's lots of tracks to scrap for that exact reason, because you know, sometimes when I write I often feel like I'm in hell, but these demons got no chance with me. I'm 5'6" punching like I'm 6'5", Satan by the balls and make him take a dive. Count to 5, then give chase cause I can never stop my drive. Cause man, I just don't give a fuck if you don't like me, no. Man, I've already proved a dozen times with skills not make-believe. You know, and I've told you all before that I've been writing since I was 16, so I've still got miles to go before I reach my full potential. And look, I'm still living in my household studio, but I've got a lot better, habits always grow. So I lose myself, got my goals in tow, and I move where I want, I would take my soul. This shit's the return of the king, bitch, I'm unique and I'll always sing. Give me one more fact for the swallow, please, on Scanty, the random motherfucker like me. 2 years down the line and I'm just perfectly on it. You think I'm sober when I'm drunk because of how straight I walk it. Call me Johnny Cash cause with the rings of fire I got it. I've leveled up into a god on my hot plate, I won't drop it. When I was younger I had a bad relationship, I didn't grow like I thought I did and kept going though it was shit. She pulled off quite a lick and stole my heart, a heartless bitch. We're get apart and so I did, we're both bad kids. The difference is I grew up, she never did. Used to feel so lost and so dead, but now at 19 feeling like I finally found where this road led. Feel that grave that I was in, replaced it with this beat instead. Moving up with all the throwing up and addiction laid to rest, but I will never rest. Plant the need an iron lung machine by the end of quarantine, but instead my lungs turn into iron, so scrap the machine. 2020's dead and gone, thank God, but still more shit to see. I wonder what 22 is gonna be like, well there's one way to see. My parents want me to bring you into this world, but I can't do that. I can't do that to you. Here's why. I was not given a choice to end up here, my parents are who did the deed. I was a byproduct of their own choices and forced to back down or to eat what they feed. I did not make the decision to break my own back, the alternatives live on the street. I did not see if I liked being here before I was then forced to stand on my 2 feet. Fuck, they call it the gift of life, but no matter where I turn, see another strife. All I ever see is pain, people losing the light. I was suppressed at age 10, but 12 wanted to die. Everyone wants to survive, holding on for dear life. But reality's the bitch, cause it's up with a steak knife. Why do all these people forget about their own shelf life? Focus on other people's, like smile to save theirs. What's the point of life? You don't choose to hang your doubts, so people never get a chance to fight. If there is no afterlife, then why even here? I've always felt a state of suffering every night. Am I happy with my life? Like I think so, but it still chunks me in the belt. And it's so ever tight. The world surely isn't nice. At the time, wanna see him melt from society's fucking flight. I know what I need to say will cut deep like a razor blade. But haven't liked this world since 7th grade. The more I learn, the less think it's fair to have a child. Expect them not to hate this place. Healthcare should be free and people shouldn't starve. And everyone should get a chance to follow their own heart. Society is carving us and ripping us apart. So because I think it's way in place, like Karl Marx, I had no choice to end up here. Not because I have a vision, got a pity shit clear. Never tried to do the taxes, fuck it up and he'll disappear. Accounts fucking millions, billions, get away with it every year. What is it a system? What is comes for the machinery? And that's just how it is. What would I bring you to this misery? Forced to do it every day. And I don't like the scenery. And I can make you do all this if I can stand the thievery. I'm a historian and it's cursed social honesty. Cause if you look at history, humans never had no modesty. From what I've seen, this world never changed the policy. Can honestly let's live with a hammer from equality. And many of us even going backwards. Shit used to be better when all these bastards hadn't grown up and became a rare hazard. Made so you gotta pay if you want salt on a cracker. See if I bring you to this place, I gotta pay to feed you, home you, raise you, and get you educated. If you're a girl, should the album want to celebrate? When I see this men here to leave fucking devastated. How to the holes and they throw it in a legislator. Be regenerated, learn to hate these women and leave us in it. Every single night, I have to sit at home, hope they don't leave somewhere dead inside a ditch, they get desecrated. It's a mad sad world that we're living in. Make over 30K a year and I'm still living in. My parents' house can barely afford driving in. My own car and I can't even fucking rent a place. So if I wanted you, I can't even afford it. Can't even support myself, so why'd you make it go through all this? I shall do away and leave it blind and ignorant to what the world always been and make you painfully aware of this. Every single day these politicians turn their backs on us. They only want to keep us in the chains, profit off of us. Does anyone wonder why these kids are lying? Hope they get from this. They ain't gotta worry about the bills, no retirement fund. Only trying to love, but the hate is being cynic. So only got worse in my life, I'm not a critic. It's really obvious, people think Earth is a gimmick, man, it's getting hot here. Worst of all, that's not mythic. Cold in the heart to get analytical, the war's burning and it's getting worse. Fuck sleep, it's only biblical, but just look around, it's cause getting critical. Wildfires killing wildlife today is typical. Every single year get closer to the inevitable. Climate cause migrations, escalate mystical. Ecosystems falling to the ground and be poetical. Wear gas masks, cause it won't be fucking breathable. Planet's coming to an end, maybe not before I die. But if I bring you to this world, it'll surely happen when you're alive. So what's the fucking point if one day you look me in the eyes and hate me for the fact I forced you to what I have described? Honestly, I'm hoping that one day I'll be wrong and this world will do what it should have done all along. Every human's equal, everybody feels they belong. We save the planet, make it turn the right, all of our wrongs. Honestly, until the day I'm gonna hit the brakes. If I have you, wanna make sure that you don't live in a cage. You'll see life's in a bubble when the body comes to age. So until the day you won't come here, and that's to keep you safe.
I know you hope I'll save the day, but I got demons in my way. It's really hard to just stay brave. I fear that I might run away.
I'm lost in my head. Every turn I make just seems to always come to dead ends. I'm fueling with dread. My tank's been empty and I'm pushing uphill solo again. Sometimes I'd rather be dead. God, the irony of that is that the fear of my own death can get so suffocating. Hit my chest for a chance out of breath. The panic rises and the air gets thinner as I assess. My tunnel vision's getting darker, I can't see what's ahead. Every year I grow older and also a little bolder. Get better every day at pushing this fucking boulder. It still knocks me down, I put the weight on my shoulders, but I'm still outnumbered, these problems keep getting colder.
I know you hope I'll save the day, but I got demons in my way. It's really hard to just stay brave. I fear that I might run away.
You know how it feels to be neglected at your birthday party, watching those invited get along, except they see you hardly. Left behind by all my friends just because I wasn't sporty. When I got to high school, almost all the friends I had got murky. I get it, I understand that people over time will change, but it kinda sucks when those you thought were friends won't look your way. Never did a thing to make it, so just one day it was stained. I need someone to save my life, so call up on the fray. My life gets harder as I grow into the real world. Impatient to grow up, now I just wanna be 10 years old, making silly YouTube videos for no one at all. It's hard to stick around, but I'll keep my head up off the ground.
I know you hope I'll save the day, but I got demons in my way. It's really hard to just stay brave. I fear that I might run away. Fuck that, I won't run away. I'll do my best to just stay brave, not help these demons in my way. Willing to die to save the day.
Make your assumptions about me like who I listen to, and try to say I proudly copy all these people who have risen to a level they no longer gotta prove to you that they have their own style that's sufficient. It's tradition to call a kid an NF clone. He speaks the truth through an orchestral tune. Don't consider that maybe this kid was sad though the beat was cool. This is everyone just cause he's mad, they call him Eminem. If he tries his hands at rap, you're obviously a token clone, so seen in them. If you're aggressive on the mic, they call you Dax. Use an old school style of beat, you're imitating Nas. Originality still exists, you're all just crass. You're spending too much time looking for shit you can't go bad. These fucking people addicted to their phones like it was a needle, injected in their brains and they're becoming a weasel. Build yourself up for years just so they can break you, and call you stupid copycat and express their want to kill you. No matter who the hell you put up against me to compare, you find the slightest similarity and act like that is fair, when in reality your life is cracked like drugs under and dare. Just cause me and someone else have words together, what a scare. I haven't always have had my own style and no flair. It's very quite ambitious, assume I don't breathe my own air, when in reality with lyricists I'm having an affair. Most of my playlists are on mumble rappers, just so you're aware. So you see, assuming I wanna be like other rappers is dumb, cause for the last 2 years I leave them in the rappers. I know rap ones like Kid Cudi, Lil Baby and Young Gravy. Who else? Nelly Choppa, Wiz Khalifa, Baby No Money. That's only just to name a few of the ones influencing all the words that I spew. You see my hands and ears, they're both in 2 different crews, while my penmanship's like this got Lil Wayne in the queue. So it's funny how I'm imitating rappers I don't listen to. Did I crush your reality? Do you wanna go and sing the blues? Sure, sometimes there's just come on, but it ain't what I mainly choose. I like hearing these trap beats, got Trippie Redd loud in the stew. Ian Dior, sorry, just had to add another one. Found this guy today while I was writing at the break of dawn. Just like that, another mumble rapper added to my line. You know, I got some times with just the mindsets of people like gone. I understand that in 2016, when all these artists really blew up and took control over the scene, we all really had an issue when Gucci Gang was in the lead. Lil Pump just not my style, but why do these artists follow the lead? Like the Radina, what should be seen? They think that they are raw mainstream and that their favorite drink is Olean. Who gives a fuck if they're singing a beat? It's just a different style, let them go wild. This comes, I'm telling you, child. Just cause back in the 90s I'm big and Tupac put to the grinding and talk about shit that is alarming. Passionate rap, yeah man, that's how it started. But it's been over 3 decades, why should rap still have a genre when you got country, rock, and pop with songs that interchange with 3? So I'ma show you there's room for both of us, let's just make peace. Some people have a problem now, but not for long though. Give it 5 more years before this beef just becomes ghost. See too many just resistant to any change in the current flow, but it's evident through history, I don't even need to hope. Because just look at the Beatles that are beloved today. Go back to their prime, they were called evil all day. Religions called the devil's work and tried to ruin their plays, and yet look where they are now. People always get used to change. You see with rap, this is the same fucking thing. People hating all the new shit, they just stamp and call it lame. Try their best to hate the side of rap and shower it in shame, but one day soon no one will care if they're all staying in this game. And that's just my opinion. I fucking hate the term mumble rapper. It's so fucking stupid. You know, I don't think I got the point across last time. Check it. Right, before I go and snap off, let's get one thing clear first off. I'm not the kid I was when I first started laying rounds off. Been through a lot, but with my music, never hit the shut off. Stole the book of forbidden knowledge, and I blew the dust off. I started this process, wasn't sure about the concepts. Didn't know that I would release 3 entire projects. Nobody can tell me that when I say I'm great, it's nonsense. Not a rap god, but I'm made of steel and colossus. I'm the type of motherfucker that's hiding in your basement, creeping in the vents like 5 Nights at Freddy's. What's so relevant? Take an air siren, use it just to make a statement. Place it next to you while you're in bed for sleeping on my excellence. Won't argue I'm not heaven sent, but I'm a master of all elements. My etiquette is elegant, in the room I am the elephant. Life is pretty backwards, did dumb shit that I shouldn't. I'm the guy that only drank whenever he legally couldn't. Check it. Don't give a fuck if you don't like me. No, I don't. You can judge me all you want, I just don't hear you speak. I don't hear a word. Any of these fuckers that don't wanna test me, I'll make them swallow teeth. You can talk your shit, I'll bite my lip. I don't got time for you. Fuck you. Now if you don't understand, let me break it down. If you're talking shit, I'll probably just ignore all of your sounds. But stepping up to me and trying to fight is when you'll hit the ground. No, not everyone, picky with my fights to fuck with clowns. I come from a pretty small town, type of place that after 6 p.m. there's nobody around. Me and friends would always use it to play man on 4 rounds. Most of the time I was the stealthiest and came out as the victor and awarded my crown. My point is that I make my moves in silence. I don't share my plans, I show results how I like it. And I'm not the type that quickly becomes violent. It's just a waste of energy, I kinda like to save it. See, I'm nothing like the people that you see on TikTok. People whose top priority is wealth tend to just suck. See, if I ever get rich, I won't fall in line with all the chumps. I'm the type that's pedal to the metal in a monster truck. Don't give a fuck if you don't like me. No, you can judge me all you want, I just don't hear you speak. Any of these fuckers that don't wanna test me, I'll make them swallow teeth. And if you can talk your shit, I'll bite my lip. I don't got time for you. Fuck you. Try to keep my head down and focus like a barber, and I no longer care for beef unless it's in a burger. But at the same time, I don't mind when I am the observer. It's ironic, but whatever, I'm just looking further at all the shit I wanna do before I kick the bucket. So all the dumb folks on the web to me just look like Muppets, and it's amazing to me how thin the skin is on these puppets. I should tuck my own gender, but their tears in my gullet. And then it's amazing just how quickly those who judge you will take any single thing they find at face value. I've had my music called misogynistic from one bar, dude. I have so much fun after they rage, I just say thank you. Never gonna let myself turn into a show-off, but I'm gonna share my thoughts, whether or not it pays off. Don't ever expect me to care if what I say pisses you off. Literally came back a second time just to fucking flip you off. Don't give a fuck if you don't like me. No, you can judge me all you want, I just don't hear you speak. Any of these fuckers that don't wanna test me, I'll make them swallow teeth. And you can talk your shit, I'll bite my lip. I don't got time for you. Fuck you too.
Round 1.
Got a couple bodies on my pistols, the stat track 50 cal deagle, 1 bullets, cut your head snap. Taking all the streets, like the feminist wearing all black. Don't need a Ferrari, you can catch me in the hatchback. Whipping up dough, it's mainly why I have no six-pack. Swap when I start rapping, always need myself a nice pack. You're a double oldie, that's a rocky caps, a fanny pack. Our credit's so good that I don't need a loan for Freddie Mac. My spitting's like a Tommy gun, you're on par with a BB gun. I take it all your higher guns, spy, you can call me Holy One. I ain't even 21, feel like I'm 22. Full stack, clip, cock that, slider back and shoot. Click, clack, bang, turn your answer to a mute. And I just gotta ask, yo, what the hell's a you? Don't get that reverence, get the fuck out of my crew. Come and buy the shirt and cook you up and serve you with a stew. I'll have a 4-course meal and still be starving at the end of it. This game doesn't realize I'm a stowaway to resident. 50 fucking songs, not even 3 years on a single hit. They come and ask me if it's even possible to give a shit. Do this shit for me, now I stick around relentlessly. The body needs to know that I will always rap religiously, cause everybody knows the real 6 non-necessarily. So whether or not I blow, I'll glow phosphorescently. I'm a trade worker, a full-pound burger. You're with a guy with $2 orders. I'm a tracker with a supercharger. You're a Civic with a broken starter. I build my house with bricks and mortar. Your house is given, served to order. I'm a brand new power inverter. You're a dead battery that's got no charge. Some people seem to think that I'm reaching full capacity, but then I turn around past another song like rugby. I'm better every day and I will always speak with honesty. I still remember when this kid that only used Audacity acted like he rocked my ship and never actually heard a bit. Asked me for a feature but then tried to say he never did. While I got better, he gets to sleep with some of the shit. Then I found out this kid, I was straight fucking quit. These kids with their determination never want to rap cause they simply love the art form. Only want to do it for the money for the short term, and when it doesn't work, they just interest in the bond form. I'm a cold-blooded Canadian. I don't got no gun, but I'm okay with it. What I spit is like bullets, put your face with it, and I make you literally do the graveyard shift. Made a ton of remix system and I love the crap. Some beats are shit different, so I just have to go and snap. From the bottom, check them out, hit them with a sneak attack. I don't give a fuck if you believe the songs that make a trash. Side time I won't man and you'll be launched into the grass. Pound your giant into the dirt to destroy yourself anyway. Bitches do this every day, your complaints are far the way. Your life just a disarray, you're a brand new castaway. How many people make songs like me? I'll have 200 songs by 23 that just don't take long. My discography grows infinitely. Man, this shit is just too easy. Don't got time for those greedy. My money's my money, don't act like y'all need me. Only my honey is getting my green leaf. Only if I get rich will I throw money out freely. Not the type to wear Supreme, not the type to run out of steam. Nobody understands my scheme, but it don't affect my self-esteem. Self-proclaimed, don't have no seams. I'm a perfect fit and I can get extreme. Not giving a fuck, part of my regime. Not wearing it, but don't mean I'm not supreme. Sure, it'd be cool if the music that I'm doing actually blew the fuck up, but it's not what I'm pursuing. I would never let my mantra ever fall to that illusion, cause there way too many people that have inhaled that pollution. Spend more time on my phone just writing down on Instagram, cause stand the delusion of these fakest people on the gram. Social media's intrusion on lies. I'm not a fan, the shit is lies and ruin rather than algorithm, fees and lamps. Outcast of my generation, but man, I love the feeling. These kids have a fucked fixation. They're all consciously dreaming. They're all leaning to damnation, while on earth their eyes are bleeding, and they fake all their relation while their toxic posts are feeding. I will never let nobody censor me, and I will be out rapping when I'm 83. These toxic motherfuckers never get to me. My heart's like a static cage, but they know when season. Yet at the same time wearing it on my sleeve, but I'm comfortable living with the irony. Man, I'm only 5'6", playing into I'm 6'5". Every single hit feels like my knuckles made of knives. Every third degree burns into my contact every time. I'm the type of motherfucker that makes you wish you wanna laugh. Go, 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 go.
I'm a high school dropout, I'm not afraid to say it. Let's say I got out at the right time, cause let's face it, these kids nowadays are a joke and who's to blame it? It's pretty hard to tell, but they get dumber every day. I'm only 19 and I see kids younger than me getting offended like a kid who can't play Fortnite on PC. They're out here bashing Eminem for songs I owned on a CD. I swear they never last a second in a KOD lobby. It's to a point now where you can't use different fonts in any tweet because text-to-speech can't read it, and it's your fault, don't you see? Instead of asking a developer to get with the 20s and make their software seal fonts that have been around for years. Jeez, see, I probably shouldn't swear because it isn't kid-friendly. When I forgot that I don't give a fuck with being so moody. Kids are growing up inside a world that's already gloomy. I really don't think you should care if I'm out cursing profusely. And then I see the other kids that are a bit older than me. You can't seem to grasp that they're adults since they have been 18. They like to rail some lines and pop a pill and top it with the Hennessy. They know they might OD, but that's a risk they've always loved to see. Longer I'm alive, more I'm watching people die. It isn't great, but who am I to make decisions for some guy? I just give advice sometimes, up to you if you comply. Just know the risk before you fly, so you can safely be a butterfly. Let me clarify, we'll not be here to ever glorify throwing your life away with pills so you can feel you're verified. I've had too many friends OD to sit and never testify. I worry every day I'll be called in just to identify. Just like kids my age to see the error with their paradigm. The point of life is to just ingest whatever parasite comes along with only one intention, leave you paralyzed. That's saying Tuesday Stobers, use your head and don't be terrified. I've never been a stranger to my life being in danger. Had a gun with a full chamber, it's only me who had a wager. And they drug some a container, I was swallowing no disclaimer. See, your talks are like a major, but it's just cause I'm a trainer. When it comes to fucking up, you should expect me on the throne. Half my life is bad decisions that will chill you to the bone. As a 7th grader, drug to pique my interest like a loan. You could tell I was affected, my heart turned as dark as coal. Hit up parties on the weekends and the night by getting blown. Everyone was too fucked up when dirt about a mile is drawn. Slamming liquor, puffing joints and never once checking my phone. Waking up inside a ditch feeling as empty as a clone. Before I wasn't even legally able to drive, I was mixing pills and liquor, never real friends beside. I had always kept this piece of me divided from that side. Most my old friends to this day still do not know I live 2 lives. I became an alcoholic way too young. Whenever I had money, I would end up drunk. Before my life began, I threw it with the junk. Definition of a kid fucking up just for fun. See, there's a reason why I warn about this type of lifestyle. Know exactly how this goes, I promise it's not worthwhile. Use your head and common sense before you're buried in the pile. Open agency wakes up and cleans the slobber off the towel.
Trunks with the sauce.
I'ma drop in like I'm Obi-Wan. I'm the only one that I rely solely on. You're a cuck for the devil, it's why your soul is gone. After one conversation, it's clear you're the brawn. Took to flying so low, so they call me Han. Stronger than any gun that you had quickly drawn. You be careful with your queen when I got all my bonds, cause I'll come and check a mate, she'll be left on the lawn. Man, life is complicated, but it's also simpler. I will be nominated for being the worst listener. I have always dominated, down in gallons of some vinegar. Okay, yeah, I compensated, meant that only singular. But what does it matter, yo? Every other rapper's putting bullshit in the batter, so how much could it hurt if I exaggerate this chapter, bro? Mix it with what's real and you decipher which you know. I got a bitch and she's bouncing on my dick. Rip a bottle, getting top, it hits my head hard like a brick. I bought myself a car and hit a ditch, but then I fixed it quick. Barely any days off working yet, I'm still doing this shit. Little on that trick, I crashed the car on my anniversary of starting to drop music onto kids inside a nursery. What a weird coincidence for life to have the courtesy to wish a happy 1 year. Man, I'm sick of these absurdities. See, here's the thing, most of that was real, except about the nursery, so don't get in your feels. Not really beating kids, although the urge is real. Just showing you my layers, cause man, I got appeal. So clean, I piss up bleach, any Lysol from my meals. Puking blue and green, cause I'm tied to my ordeals. Armor all up on my coat, cause I'm married to the steel. Spray you 9 times in the face, to degerminate your spiel. Mr. Clean can step to me, and if he did, he'd take a knee. Beg for his life and try to please, since I've been on this cleaning spree. No way in hell we will agree, since he's been looking worse than me. He hasn't showered in a week and leaves his place just in the sink. Are you surprised? Nothing's ever as it seems. Mr. Clean is just a mess with tons of holes inside his jeans. Just like everybody else, is just as fake as Cardi B. I'm a real one like Billy Mays, and may he rest in peace. Man, I'm cooking up the sauce like my genetics are Italian. Stepping through my blue orbs, out collecting my medallions. Loading up a cannon, I've been quite the Rapscallion. Got twice the firepower than a fully stocked battalion. Hit the bullseye and explode because I own a javelin. Type to drop a bomb that would level all of Manhattan. Got a dirty mouth, they swear I'm tutored by Australians. Just one of a kind, when I die, I'd be worth $1 million. No, I don't go to parties, and no, I don't chug 40s. I don't have too many hobbies, get my car keys. And I'm not these type of copies who control the industry as if they're Nazis. And these Barbies who all dig for golden armies. Man, don't mind me, I just speak my mind, cause I'm bored all the time. Whenever springs to mind, I write it down and dunk on all these clowns. This year I'm redesigned, yet still undefined. I'm on the grind, no matter what, I'll never sign. I promise that I'm intertwined, like a Pizza Hut and Taco Bell. Invade where you dwell, show you master way to hell. Now we'll lead you to your cell, sit you're comfy in that shell. Doesn't matter if you yell, do what I need so to excel. Satisfy my clientele, eliminating personnel. I don't always have a real point to every song. Sometimes all these words just spill out like you passed out with a bong. After my last album, I completed 10 tracks before long. Do you still need more examples? Well, I've been better all along. I've been a serial killer since I first came off my pillar. Took your plate and ate off your dinner and ground you down into glitter. Your gang will only get thinner cause you're all part of my thriller. Cook you up and watch you simmer. Thank you for being so bitter, cause honestly I get a laugh at watching all these kids proceed. They really think that they're the man, but you will so easily bleed. I'm trained by Ezio and Rocky to master my Assassin's Creed. I'll step to you and flick my wrist, you will live to see what's underneath. Welcome to another installment. Over the next 5 minutes, anything that leaves my mouth should absolutely not be taken seriously. With that out of the way, yeah, let's go! Time for takeoff, no time to get off. Getting higher every minute and these clouds so soft. I just won't come down, I'ma show these clowns I can body you on shrooms, take over your town. Ain't no one like me, so people wanna fight me, but I'm a square dance around these bitches who don't like me. I should be up next, direct deposit, no checks. Many songs will have a meaning, but just know this one's pointless. Eeny, meeny, money, oh, which part should I go make joke? Which girl should I make my own, get hooked on her like smoking dope? Take my fishing lines with the water, don't need more fish in my jeans. I'm sitting on my treasure chest, protecting it from thieves. Hitting up a food land on a spacewalk for a can of beans. Forgetting why I bought it and then tossing it into the trees. Find my way to Mars, figure out that it's got quite a breeze. Then all of a sudden it's the moon and this shit's made of cheese. It's kinda hard to understand, I guess I'm tripping as I planned. Keeling over on flat land, my balance is just really bad. And overdraft for weeks on end, my high club while I'm veteran is easy on psilocybin, at least that's how I beat it, man. Growing up considered myself an underachiever. Didn't know what to do with myself at all either. Through the kitchen sink, down my throat just by liquor. Cutting up a line on an ass big as Jupiter's. So I start to make up words cause slowly get stupider. Fill a killer with a couple Daniels till a spiller out of her. Dude, you're making 0 cents. I know, but these drugs make me dance. No wonder I stopped taking them, my bank account at 0 cents. Time for takeoff, no time to get off. Getting higher every minute and these clouds so soft. I just won't come down, I'ma show these clowns I can body you on shrooms, take over your town. Ain't no one like me, so people wanna fight me, but I'm a square dance around these bitches who don't like me. I should be up next, direct deposit, no checks. Many songs will have a meaning, but just know this one's pointless. Man, it's no wonder I got sober. Usually you don't have hangovers while waking in a ditch, but I'm no stranger, doing donuts in a van while I was drunk on public roads. I never crashed it, but got close, it's just a lifestyle that I chose. Put a bag for bags of milk on my Canadian dome, cause never fear, the milkman's here to save all of your homes. Didn't make it 2 more steps, was faced with utter defeat, as I was dropkicked by a cow that said it worked for police. Man, I gotta stop drinking and putting drugs in my system. I'm hallucinating, beef just beefing with me. My vision, it's getting blurry, and my glasses don't do shit, man, won't even. I just gotta lie down and hope this trip is just peaking. Damn, my throat is scratchy, hope I didn't get COVID. Oh, that's right, I sucked a dick so I could get some Bacardi. When I was done, I made a curvy chick that I could go home with. Made some drinks and we got fucking on a pretty short notice. We got started on the bed, but we didn't stay there for long. Birthday hips just had me crazy, in between's where I belong. Made her way towards the door and I push her against it. Grip that ass as big as China, damn, you really gon' get it. Make her way towards the stairs, and that's when it did get hectic. Took down a joint, took some Molly, and I didn't regret it. But then her roles reversed, lopped down the stairs, that hurt. And this woman gets on top and pins me down, worth. Don't mind being dominated, smell my face with suffocation. Those hips great at oscillating, once she's reached her consummation, she moves on down, getting wild like a cowgirl. She's just doing what she wants, taking me for a whirl. Damn, that ass bouncing as I stare, my vision starts to swirl. Then the booty starts to shine like it was a brand new pearl. Reaching my completion and the Molly sure is peaking. Every LED I see is so damn vibrant as I'm thinking. My mind's brought to full attention as this girl grips on me. She turned around and facing me and leaving hickeys on my neck. That she keeps on riding me, I grab her waist and flip flip her over. It's my turn again to take control, but I start to slow it down. Notice a ball over my shoulder and I wanna have a pull. So I still got her bent over, grab the weed and pack over her. Thrust a few more times to stop the smoke before I go and serve her. As I blow it out of her, begin to finish plowing her, then whoa! Time for takeoff, no time to get off. Getting higher every minute and this cloud's so soft. I just won't come down, I'ma show these clowns I can body you on shrooms, take over your town. Ain't no one like me, so people wanna fight me, but I'm a square dancer around these bitches who don't like me. I should be up next, direct deposit, no checks. Many songs will have a meaning, but just know this one's pointless. Now listen, I'm not the type to weave through traffic on a freeway. I'm the type to hang up fuzzy dice that I ordered from eBay. Why'd you get them purple? Are you gay? Bitch, what did you say? I'll throw you in my trunk and throw still pies at your face all day. Spray paint you a rainbow on your forehead since it's Pride Day. Wait, I got this all wrong, hold on a sec, be back right away. Go and chug some liquor, chased by shrooms, chased by Mountain Dew, chased by mozzarella cheese, cause I got munchies, K, I got it. Come back with a frying pan I married several years ago. Alright, forgot to say that I'm pansexual, don't judge me, ho. This thing cooks me dinner, sometimes scrambled eggs, ooh, that sounds nice. I think we'll have it cook me some once I finish smacking up your dice. But just like Michael Dice, because I just don't like your face. Now I'm ready to wind down, time to head back to my place. Oh shit, now I remember why I bought the can of beans. I needed it to finish my damn chili, god damn it, I'm going to sleep. Fuck it. I didn't want chili anyway. Just make it without beans. Piss off. It won't be the same. I'm gonna come down anyways. Good night, everybody. Baby, look at you glow. Let's hit the room and turn the lights low. Let's burn it down till our brains blow. And become one, we can start slow. And damn, look at you go. That arch is something that I die for. The way you move can tell you're pro. Man, I'll be done well before you know. Man, this woman's quite the stunner. Can't believe that I'm the number one. The hourglass she got could get anyone she wants, but I'm the one who got a shot. Still feels unreal, stomachs and knots. Her hips move so well, likes to flaunt. Writes her name in different fonts. Her crimson hair held in my hand, a stallion that let me tame. Woman so damn beautiful that I cook dinner for the dame. Fuck the gender roles, I'll cook and clean and do it with no shame. She ain't got an OnlyFans, but if she did, she gonna fame. Yeah, baby, look at you glow. Let's hit the room and turn the lights low. Let's burn it down till our brains blow. And become one, we can start slow. Man, this woman stole my heart. She lets me play her like a harp. I pin her up like she was art. She's my light inside the dark. Been in love since the beginning. Her eyes sparkle, yeah, they're gripping. In the bed, she's never quitting. When with me, you'll hear her singing. She don't got expensive taste. Can walk the dog and that's a date. I get her Wendy's, no complaints. Long as she's heating up and baked. She breaks my jaw when she wears lace. Can get enough of that cute face. One of a kind can't be replaced. With what she knows, the bed's her workplace. This woman's perfect in every way imagined, and she chose me. Like how the fuck that happened? Can tell you one thing, if we're locked in a cabin, how's the saying go again? Oh, that's right, we'll play like rabbits. Baby, look at you glow. Let's hit the room and turn the lights low. Let's burn it down till our brains blow. And become one, we can start slow. And damn, look at you go. That arch is something that I die for. The way you move can tell you're pro. Man, I'll be done well before you know. Yeah. It was a mid-weekday afternoon in 2012. Just got off the bus and went to where all the computers dwell, at the library, and then I met a grade 8 there. We became instant friends with common interests shared. We started hanging together, sometimes even rebelled. Remember trespassing and cops said to behave yourselves. Playing Minecraft together and time began to melt. Modern Warfare 3 was a favorite to pick off the shelf. Quickly became my best friend and also a role model. Being 4 years older, he was wise, joked he was a fossil. Over time as we grew older, went through shit that was awful, but we would always talk it out and help our minds remain docile. We had each other's backs and never once had any falling out. Just the other's presence was enough, the need to go on out. Sometimes doing parkour or run town, you'd think we were a scout. The good old summer days of being carefree, never clocking out. Still remember that night when I showed him my shtick, walking through the park, rapping Rap God's verse, it was slick. He was impressed, but told me rapping fast's a party trick. If you don't know how to write, it's nothing more than just to get some chicks. He said, cause you see, with writing comes originality. Take your skills and grab the pen to add some personality. I know that it looks daunting, but you got the right mentality. Took a few years just to click, but now it's become my specialty. He was there during each one of my darkest times, light at the end of the tunnel, it was his eyes. Depression hit like a brick, he'd take me for a drive. Wasn't much, but I knew he's always by my side. We get drunk together when I was an alcoholic, down in so much, would swear I'm secretly a Slavic. But when I kicked that habit, all we did was smoke the chronic, and never once did I get pressured, help me stay on top it. We're both making moves and finding our way. When I made my first song, he listened with no delay. His smile just got bigger as I put more on display. Went for drives, the windows down, those days I like to replay. Yeah, we were moving up and scoring goals all on our own. We took different routes to try and explore the unknown, but we kept an eye out for the other, never felt alone. When I released House of Studio, cheered the milestone. Man, honestly, it was a big part of my life. It was a source of motivation to try and thrive. It was a massive help for me to put down the knife, not go to war inside my head just to cause a strife. It's sad that I am stuck using the past tense. I wish that he was still around on my side of the fence. The day I realized he's gone, the pain was so immense, and to this day our last goodbye is held in suspense. See, the last time we hung out, everything seemed fine. Wasn't there for very long and never said goodbye. I never thought anything of it, fuck, not for a while, until I crashed my car in 2020 in July. I tried to call him, but each time I went straight to voicemail. I was confused, sent him text, but to no avail. As the days went on, I even tried his damn email. Then his number went offline and I turned fucking pale. I panicked, the fear of death had reached new heights. I remember going nuts on obituary sites. I was terrified he died, he kept me up at night. We hadn't spoken like a month, so fuck, who knows, right? I was ruminating, how could he leave me in the gutter? Tears fell on the steering wheel, cause I lost my brother. Eventually I did get told and finally discovered that he left the province, got married and changed his number. And honestly, hearing that shit hurt the most. I thought I'd be best man, I'd become nothing but a ghost. I'm doing better now, but sometimes have lumps in my throat. It's hard to spend 8 years and not have any of it count. Either way, I really hope you live a healthy life, and thank you so much for the years of being by my side. Some days are worse than others, but I managed to get by. It just hurts to feel you're dead, though I know you're alive. I miss you, man. I hope you have a wonderful family. I hope you grow old with your wife. I hope you cherish the small moments and never rush through your life. Thank you so much for always being there and keeping my head held high when it was too heavy to hold on my own. And all I pray is that we meet again someday. I love you. rented games for Nintendo 64, never returned them. I just never had the money, do what I could, don't try to condemn the dumb shit that I did from being broke. I know I was no gem, parents lived in debt, so it was rare to ever get gifts from them. My favorite FPS to this day is GoldenEye 007. The most expensive thing the family got was a Wii in 07. I was 16 when I finally got my PC, it was heaven. Mostly everything we had to be used, no question. And I'm not saying this because I wanna pout, I just found that nowadays people just want fame, money, or clout. But I have never grown up to be one with their crowd. Made do with what I had, and I was fucking proud. If we finally got some new shit, like water in a drought, really don't think that I've ever got shit when it first came out. And that has never bothered me, I wait for the discount. Wasn't till I got a job that I had dough in my accounts. See, every single nice thing that I've got came out of my own pockets. Was never spoiled, rarely had allowance in my wallet. And I have never had a dream to be one of the richest. And I can promise I won't ever be materialistic. I'm not a penny pincher, do enough to get on by. And I won't try to hurt no one so I can afford top shelf rides. The point of life is just to live it well before you die. I'd rather go on knowing do what I could to help folks with their lives. My pieces components are all used and 5 years old. Pretty slow, but it's good enough even if I hear it groan. All my clothes are cheap but comfortable and I still look composed. I saw my wrist, by that of course I mean some hair ties from my girl. See, the world's got a mindset to make wealth their top priority. Put it over everything, they've lost no sense of clarity. A rat race to the top to see who dies with the most currency. Man, everybody's left pursuit of money affect them morally. We screw each other over and segregate our minorities. We fuck over the planet to feel some sense of authority. We've been misled so much that basic science is called tyranny. I'm living in a world that honestly feels like a parody. But I am never gonna let myself become a silent victim. And I'm never gonna try to profit off somebody's vision. I refuse to fall in line and be part of the broken system. I give people shit for free, that's how it is inside my kingdom. I never ask for money if I help somebody out. I don't care about weed or gas money, that's not what I'm about. Type of shit can go for free, not worried about my accounts. I have only ever lost money to make songs and I'm proud.
Bye, bud. Bye, bud. Bye, bud.
Up, go and get your prerequisites before you even talk to me and try to spit your rhetoric. I hear advice on you, but I don't care for who is credulous. You can call me angry pussy, a master of every element. It's been as suits so coldness when next to my elegance. When I step in the room and say, God, look, I'm the elephant. Remember, girl and infant, I don't gotta throw you evidence. Me and her crib and bangs, we save it being the genesis. Nevertheless, beat your ass to do a weaponless. So venomous, won't get help from any specialist. My relevance has never been a point of emphasis. My excellence, what is set is still new precedence. Your arrogance has made my patience tenuous. Your hesitance gets me sick of fucking pestilence. Incompetence, better force you into regiments. Your intendments, I'm a Bel Air with confidence. I may have never been Russian in any way, cause I take my time and I don't touch a liquor any day. Jump my master out performing you on any fucking stage. You can call me square, but don't screw up, so be on your merry way. Call me a Mazda, I like to go zoom zoom. New in the shadows, just like a new moon. When I start spitting, people's heads go boom boom. Stick the full earth, you look, you're a brand new broom. Ha! I don't make a single step for writing, and that's fine by me. I would never do this shit for fame, leave it beside me. If no one ever listens, I'll be fine, this is my diary. The only way that truly opened up is what's inside me. So what can I say, never slip and it gets icy. Don't throw on my fast, cause my choice is way too dicey. A bitch is thinking love the grain of color, poison ivy. Just know I'm quite the latest, man, just trust that you can call me. When I used to be a teen, I'd be out tasting all these queens. They all thought the sex was dope, so they come back just like a fiend. Doesn't matter, cause I got the gas and rubbers, call me butane. Since then I've settled down and got a girl that meets all my needs. Get me riled up with all the ass screaming inside of jeans. Slim thick, no gag, with like sex in her jeans. Don't you get thinking that I found the song on TikTok. Just 'cause I'm a Gen Z doesn't mean I don't keep old stock. Cause it was back in 05 or even got the kindergarten. I'm a lame Gen Z, they call the others, but you beg your pardon. I'm the type of 7 Marvel heroes in the supermarket. Fly around the city while on shrooms, piloting a carpet. Hair's gonna stoop long, but please go and get a haircut. Always gonna get easy A, and I don't need a scarlet letter. Cause you know I won't cheat to get my girl pregnant. I don't wanna get it when I have to add another tenant. One of me is quite enough, I don't gotta be a parent. Can barely handle myself, it's not already apparent. Rather take my money and then use it for investments. Your mouth is getting dry, but your micro and refreshments. Pictures froze up, so make it hot that will be pleasant. Got experience parenting these kids. through adolescence. I remember when I was a sad little kid, had no direction, but I still did what I chose wasn't assisted, even though my thoughts were all twisted. Religious nihilist, I'd say, going back and forth, cutting up my wrist. Then go to God, hope that he'd enlist, solve every single problem while I jerk my dick. Cause I'm a stupid little brain at the age of 13. Didn't realize life was made more than what it seems, and you cannot solve your problems if you never do a thing. And I just hope that God would fix me all at once and make me king. Guess what didn't happen? She just only got worse. Fake self-awareness, balls in her purse. An ignorant fuck never was mature. How could I be? Was a Trump supporter. Spending most of my days either working, writing, smoking green. Got so much to expel, acting like a dean, but I'm janitorial cause I make sure things are clean. Age 19, smoked a green with my caffeine. Then I grabbed the mic and walk up in the booth to set the scene. Then I spilled so much force to speak at them, I'm just spleen. Now let me get all hypothetical, cause I've hit on my medical. If I made it to the top, sure the mind word is credible. And the way I treat the rich in any way won't be ethical. Use the bread that I'm a bake, take it short just in general. Just like I'll break a prophecy, yes sir, cause I'm the general. Troop is out of space and leave it to be a spectacle. Do a set on top, the launch patch on the chin into a festival. Get my bread and really cheat us till I starve until I'm pedestal. So hey, how are ya? Hope everyone is well. I mean, I'm just great, I just had to go and sell my shitbox of an Ultima, sent it down to hell. For Judas tried to kill me, but I never could excel. So in retaliation, it offed itself. So for now, back in the van like when I picked up the pen. But it's cool, to the chatterbox, I'm way back when I was growing out from my shell, stepped out from my den. The world outside is getting scary, no fires where I live, but it sure as hell is hazy. Entire world's population is affected daily, rising everybody's risk to get cancer. Ain't that jolly? Buying a bunch of Afghanistan is better Trump than Syria. Go into your research and I'm sure you'll draw the parallels. Every single modern president does this serially. Then fuck the Middle East so they gain, and that's just clear to me. Why hear all these folks short-sighted, blaming all the wrong people just to cause violence? Think the war is only Biden's Trump's fault? Right then, do we forget that Bush was the one who invaded? Or the fact that Reagan was the one that armed the Taliban? Okay, not directly, but his arms were gaining lots of fans. I was pretty fucked, I think I hate being a part of it. Was told to fix my shit, so let's just get into the heart of it. I used to waste hours a day just scrolling through memes, really wasting away a toxic landscape, worse each day. Polish up lies, put them on display. Mannequins and filters are all at play. Just pretend to be blind, get on your knees and pray. Whoever doesn't fit the mold, they become the prey. You're supposed to lose your mind, but I just won't obey. I'm always gonna speak on what I want, and I'm gonna flaunt. Holy sweet people try to taunt while they're looking gone. Not a single bullet hits my lawn since they've opened cut. I spit the ammo back at them without a second thought, and in 20 minutes make the girls turn into my thoughts. And I show what all these men are here needed to be taught. Bitch, I'm playing, yeah, you know I got a girl, but I'm just feeling like I'm cause I'm cutting off my friends, cause I'm totally stay off my dick. They understand the boundaries and the gladness and the tits. Yeah, they're nice, but I'm not interested, I got myself a miss. Man, I just don't get it, I don't think I'm that magnetic. But these women getting hectic, home or girl, no aesthetic. All these women got me sleeping harder than an anesthetic. Cause I'm too sweet, I make these chicks out here diabetic.
I didn't think I'd make another song for you. You robbed me blind when I already couldn't see you. We stuck together, companionship forever. You picked me up when I was down for the count, but you fucked it up, and after all this time that's gone by, you're still in my head, and I just wish the thought would fucking die. Go fuck yourself, I promise you have never known me. I know you saved me, but now bitch it's time you owe me. I gave myself to you and you had to control me. I didn't see the chains around when you would hug me. It's been 3 years, but sometimes you will live here rent free. I get so angry, I'm not over how you drowned me. I hope with my speech your parasite will finally fucking burn, and I can finally take a breath, exhaling closure. So many conversations about the world and its creations. We pick each other's brains, explore all of its formations. Getting blackout drunk, our vision spotty like Dalmatians. And we would sleep together, trying to resist all temptation. With you I then felt safe to go repair my cracked foundation. You helped me with my demons, but admitted them as patience. And you know, I'm always gonna be thankful. Without you, would have never let the pain go. Because of you, cut the rope from its tangle. You made me feel no matter what it was, I'd be able to handle. You're solid as a rock, but I was putty in your hands. At least I would have thought, but you were sinking in the sand. No longer was I vulnerable, took control, it's wonderful. I really thought that a friendship would be mutual. Put me high up on your shelf, a toy reserved for just yourself, right? Go fuck yourself, I promise you have never known me. I know you saved me, but now bitch it's time you owe me. I gave myself to you and you had to control me. I didn't see the chains around when you would hug me. It's been 3 years, but sometimes you will live here rent free. I get so angry, I'm not over how you drowned me. I hope with my speech your parasite will finally fucking burn, and I can finally take a breath, exhaling closure. Man, I
loved you, I thought you loved me. Tell me every day, we're friends forever, can't you see? And while I grew up, you crushed those pills up. I killed my demons, but you fed yours, I can't look up. Our lives were changing, one's moving up, one's staying down. While you threw away your life, I met a girl that made me right. She changed my life in better ways than what was in your sight. No, you hated that so much, you just come up and pick a fight. Told me I got arrogant, told me there was cockiness. You said I had an ego cause I had a smile which wasn't fake. It's funny that you switched it up as soon as she stepped to the plate. Just wanted me to be happy, but only if it's you I chase. Go fuck yourself, I'm kinda glad you never knew me. My life has never been so great since you had dropped me. Letting go, never again will you control me. I hope you never come again, my life's been so clean. After 3 long years I'm finally free from mental torture. No longer rent-free time, you give me 7 figures. Catch my breath cause this has been my form of closure. Have a good life, just forget I was a chapter.
Well, now, really, when we go back then to falling in love and say it's crazy, falling. You see, we don't say rising into love. There is in it the idea of the fall, taking this ghastly risk, giving yourself up.
I used to have no sight on what the future held. Never thought I'd live to see my life ever excel. Drowned myself in liquor, I just felt compelled. I was alone, the thoughts of suicide began to swell. I was lost inside a train car on a rail to hell. Everybody else around me, all just got repelled. Whenever I would show my demons, I'd just be expelled. So my whole life I learned to solely deal with what's in my shell.
But this is the most powerful thing that can be done. Surrender. See, and love is an act of surrender to another person. Total abandonment. I give myself to you.
I never thought I'd meet somebody meant for me. Tried to commit suicide in 2018. Too much just kept building up, I couldn't watch the scene. So I tried to end it all just at 16. Little did I know that God still had a plan for me. Even though my faith has gotten pretty shaky, I still woke up the next day, he didn't take me. But even then I still thought life was very shady. I was heartbroken from those who claimed to love me. So I stopped looking and feared people would cut me. I just focused on myself, made a recovery. And for the first time in my life, my sky was sunny. Guess the universe decided that it loved me. Cause you hit me up one day and it was lovely. But deep inside I was terrified that you'd harm me. So I kept up on my walls, but then you hugged me.
Do anything you like. See? So, that's quite mad. Because you see, it's letting things get out of control.
You broke down every wall I made and cut off every chain. You took me by the hand and showed me it was all okay. Took every pain I ever had and threw it all away. And healed my scarred and broken heart and I stopped seeing gray. You're the only fucking thing that's ever stuck with me. No matter sickness and in health, you're always there for me. I'm glad I spent over the last 2 years each day with you. And one day I hope I can be buried right next to you.
Actually, therefore, the course of wisdom, what is really sensible, is to let go, is to commit oneself, to give oneself up, and that's quite mad. So we come to the strange conclusion that in madness lies sanity.
Yeah. I can't sing for shit, but I'm gonna sing anyway, cause I feel like it. Smoke all my stress away. I'd rather be alone than deal with people all day. Been hurt too many times, hard to keep demons at bay. But I'm still here, so I'ma show them that I'm here to stay. I'm an introvert at heart, I like to hang out in the dark. Any day I'd rather hang out with myself and make a spark. Get high up with all the clouds and hang with them, avoiding crowds. I don't need to hear the judgments from the dicks who run the mouths. Yeah, I know that I've never been perfect, no one is, but you know you're worth it. Y'all got goals, focus and you'll reach it. Take all your flaws and go out and own it. No matter what comments may surface, forget about their fucked up verdict. You do you, long as you commit. Like a flower, you will flourish. Yeah, nowadays I don't talk to people no more. Some used to be my best friends at times before, but when you get backstabbed, you close the door. So now I sit outside alone and tend to always just smoke all my stress away. I'd rather be alone than deal with people all day. Been hurt too many times, hard to keep demons at bay. But I'm still here, so I'ma show them that I'm here to stay. It can't be hard, but just live in the moment. Take each day, trip it like a rodent. Write your life, you're your own poet. Take some time to sit down and notice all the great shit out in nature. Give some props to our creator. Smell the breeze and all its layers. Don't put off what you want for later. I spent so much time looking back at what I've done in life that I started falling back and watching too much of it fly. 21 was pretty rough, but 22 I'm making right. Gonna do the shit I've put off since I first got on my flight. I know we all got different vices that'll keep us going. I know there's people that will judge, but if you hurt nobody, then fuck what all these people say, cause bitch you're fucking glowing. It's what I did, now I just sit back and relax, and I just smoke all my stress away. I'd rather be alone than deal with people all day. Been hurt too many times, hard to keep demons at bay. But I'm still here, so I'ma show them that I'm here to stay.
Fast. Last night I cut the light off in my bedroom, hit the switch, was in the bed before the room was dark.
Incredible.
Fast.
Incredible.
And you, George Foreman, all of you chumps are gonna bow when I whoop him. All of you. I know you got him. I know you got him picked, but the man's in trouble. I'm gonna show you how great I am.
It's aiming on the beat.
I'm a self-proclaimed skillful individual. Don't mean I'm cocky, I just mean my skill is clinical. And don't think I have an ego, that shit's fictional. And when I look back on my life, it just seems mythical. I will always try to keep the flexing minimal, cause I don't really work out anymore. Yeah, it's pitiful, but at least I got ambition, not to be the typical. I will shoot straight for the moon, yeah, I'm despicable. Mike Tyson when I rap it bites your ear off. Jack Johnson, I go rap around and don't drop. Knock you out like you a band and I was Masvidal. I would lay your ass out across the tabletop. I'm the type that when I die will make history. Don't like skill, I've just been building up my legacy. Lot of problems that I faced and to be mentally. I'm a mad scientist with all my chemistry. How you know this dropping every year for free? 62 tracks and I'm still flooring, speeding through the streets. I've been serving so much my name should become Uber Eats. If I ever do blow up, the game should prepare for a feast. Used to read the owner's manual for long car rides. Now I see these kids who got iPhones and they're like 5. I was having rock fights in my yard when I was 9. My life was different back in 2011, oh my. Mike Tyson when I rap it bites your ear off. Jack Johnson, I go rap around and don't drop. Knock you out like you a band and I was Masvidal. I would lay your ass out across the tabletop. I'm the type that when I die will make history. Don't like skill, I've just been building up my legacy. Lot of problems that I faced and to be mentally. I'm a mad scientist with all my chemistry. I'm straight from the herd, the lines are crazy get blurred. A nerd whose culture gets stirred, some people think I'm absurd. I've inferred from what's occurred that I'll remain undeterred. And I can never be the chump that drinks while being chauffeured. You got a lot to learn if you think hating me will burn. I don't concern about returns and I don't care what you earn. You can flex your wealth on me, it'll never make a difference. Money's money, good for you, but it'll never pique my interest. Mike Tyson when I rap it bites your ear off. Jack Johnson, I go rap around and don't drop. Knock you out like you a band and I was Masvidal. I would lay your ass out across the tabletop. I'm the type that when I die will make history. history. Don't like skill, I've just been building up my legacy. A lot of problems that I face tend to be mentally. I'm a mad scientist with all my chemistry. Got a dollar store weapon, call it a censored. Rate I'm going, I reckon that I'll be censored. Writing is an obsession, yet I keep it measured. I got a scuffed complexion from all I've weathered. Everything I do is in pursuit of my own pleasure. Have a lot of demons, but they're slowly being severed. No matter what gets thrown at me, I'm not gonna surrender. Everything I have I worked for, and that I'm gonna treasure. Said it before, I'll say again that I don't care if you don't like my shit. I'm gonna rap until I die, don't care if I don't get a hit. I persevere, I'd be the last one standing if thrown in the pit. And then I'll crawl out, snap officials next because they're all fit. Get revenge in an official way, my nickname is Jollyranchersgrandma. It isn't hard for me to do this, I have already commit. Injecting 5G in my veins so I can properly transmit that I'll go down in history as one of the best to ever live. So I guess that's that, another project in the bag. I went up the bat, stole the bass, refilled my mag. Cocked a side of back, not scared to leave toes tagged. I might be a prodigy, but don't care enough to brag. Yeah, 21 and quite a few moments that hit a snag. Lots of shit ain't go my way, I was kicked and dragged. I got pretty close to raising up a little white flag. Now I'm busy out snatching, grabbing dog tags. I was walking at the start, but then I slowly started jogging. Now I'm in a full-on sprint, smashing through all of your lodging. I'm a toxic chemical, so rate your lungs and leave you coughing till you're nothing but a husk and your insides are full of scarring. No one gets to see inside my brain and what I have been plotting. It's too dangerous to look inside for most, it's pretty jarring. There's nobody else my age is proficient and simply just mopping. Trust me, in a year I'll be right back to go do some more shopping. But until we get to album 4, 62 tracks already at the door. So bump the shit I made while I stay focused on my christening. And I'd like to thank every one of you for listening. I'd like to give a massive thanks to the producers that helped make these songs possible. Riddyman, Viper 808, Nigma, Mixla, Balloon Beats, Eamon on the beat, Lexnor, Pendo 46, Trunks, Batman, and last but not least, Nick Kasky for making the sick visualizers for YouTube.